Hey, it's Tom from Pack Hacker, and in this video we're taking a detailed look at the Matador toothpaste tubes that I've been testing over the course of the last 2 weeks. If you like this video, give it a like and subscribe to our channel so we can keep helping you find the best gear. Let's dive in. So I think the first question is, why would you want one of these? And if you go to the dentist twice a year and you don't travel that much, I think you're safe just using what they give you for free. But if you're a frequent traveler or a digital nomad, I think this can come in handy. So if you're a frequent traveler, you can get either of these two sizes, fill them up between trips, and just have like your normal toothpaste at home, fill these up when they start getting low. If you're a digital nomad and the timing works out, let's say you're staying somewhere for like a month, you can buy a tube when you arrive, fill one of these up, and then use the remainder of the tube while you're in that country. So up to you whether or not you think the use case would be worth it. These aren't too expensive, but again, there are so many free small little toothpaste things, like if you go to the dentist, or I shouldn't say free because the dentist is expensive, but complimentary. But you will be hopefully wasting less if you have a bigger tube that you refill into these smaller ones versus using a bunch of smaller ones. And if you're like a frequent business traveler, I think this could be really good for that use case and be a little bit more sustainable with less waste generated. So it's very easy the way that they work. There's just a nozzle up here on the top. The nozzle is actually pretty small compared to regular toothpaste, especially, let me see if it's smaller even on the smaller one. No, it's like the same size on the smaller one. Or looks like it's actually a little bit smaller. So Matador isn't incentivized to have a really big nozzle to get you to use more toothpaste like some of the toothpaste companies are. So that's really nice. You just slide this off, open this up, and then pour the toothpaste inside of here. You can see it's very, very simple. There is a fold line that's going to tell you where to fold, and then a max fill line where you can fill this up. It's not clear, so it's a little bit hard to see where that line is when you're filling it up, but it's relatively simple and straightforward. I'm just going to set this aside for now. It does take a bit of time to get that thing back on. I'm not going to do it on video and waste your time, but here's one that's been filled up. I've been using this one quite a bit. I'm not sure if you can see, but you can see a little bit of blue up here. And that toothpaste kind of like came out a little bit when I was closing it. Of course, you're closing something with air inside. So either you have this nozzle open and you might lose a little bit of toothpaste out the front, or you might lose a little bit out the back here as you're sealing this thing off with the plastic little fastener here. And then, yeah, these are dishwasher safe as well, so you can rinse them out. If you had like a little straw or a bottle brush, I think that would be the great thing, or the best thing for the nozzle as well, to make sure that gets clean. So there are two different sizes. This one is for 2 weeks, which is around, I believe, 35 milliliters maximum, and this one is a little bit over 20 milliliters maximum for 1 week. These things are super packable. They're like a little bit slippery, so they're very easy, I guess, just to like slide into a crowded space. So I've got my DOP kit here. Very easy just to slide in. Don't take up a lot of room. And yeah, I mean, it packs up really well. Here's another quick comparison of other ways we've carried toothpaste in the past. So a lot of the times we've used these Human Gear Go tubes. This is 2.5 ounces or 74 milliliters, which is quite a bit. Obviously more than the Matador can offer, but you can see the size. It's like way bigger and bulkier to pack. It's silicone, so it's grippy, so it's harder to like slip into places versus this kind of slicker material that Matador is using. We've also used Go tubs, which I think are really, really great, but there's not a lot of air tightness. So I often found after a couple weeks, whatever I put inside of here, whether it's like, you know, if it's toothpaste, it can like harden up a little bit. I think this is a little bit more of an airtight seal. And then of course there's toothpaste tabs, which are really great to travel with. But like you gotta, you know, if you're like on the road working remotely, these are a little bit harder to find when you're out. Toothpaste is much easier to find. So you might, if you run out of these on your trip, you might end up just kind of, you know, switching over to regular toothpaste anyways. But these are super great and they don't count against your liquid allowance, which is cool. Not like this is really gonna count against much because it's well under 100 milliliters. But that's something to consider too. Toothpaste tabs are really good. There's also like powdered toothpaste as well. So it's up to your preference. If you like toothpaste and want a way to carry it, this is really, really great. Otherwise, toothpaste tabs are another awesome option too. These Go tubs though, I'm not sure I'll go back to using them because these Matador ones are just so much smaller and so much easier to work with when it comes to toothpaste specifically. So there you have it, the Matador toothpaste tubes. Thanks for keeping it here at Pack Hacker, your guide to smarter travel. We'll see you in the next video.